Ha! So what is going on, gang? I am going to do a little bit of something I've never done before. Well, I've sort of kind of done some reviews, introducing you to some styles, some brands that I really like in my own personal wardrobe, but this is going to be brand new. SprezzaBox. This is the monthly subscription service. It is a gentleman's accessory service. Basically, it is just a bunch of little nifty gifties to spruce up your attire, to add some things to your wardrobe. We're talking tie clips, we're talking socks, ties, a little bit of some leather goods, some grooming stuff, shaving essentials, things like that that you may not have heard of from some particular brands, or some things that maybe you don't even know about altogether. Okay, the 12. Yeah, okay, so SprezzaBox, let's dive in. All right, guys, so this is the SprezzaBox. It is a relatively new company from 2014, and their whole premise is organizing things, little accessories from different companies that you may have not heard of before, and some things that maybe they feel like you should just have in your wardrobe as being one of them Dapper Dan dudes. So we're gonna open it up here. Now, I've already opened it up before, so I'm kind of cheating. I know exactly what's going on. But more or less, this is what you're gonna get each and every time. You get all of your trinkets. If you're a pirate, this will be your booty. And this is going to be basically the cards explaining the companies from which each of these things come and the information on that product, and then some information on Sprezza as a whole. So let's look at each thing. All right, first up, let's jump right into one of Chasey Pooh's favorite things, one of the most easy ways to spruce up your outfit, and that is with some pretty cool socks. So I'm a big fan of the louder the better. I like colors, I like patterns. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of horizontal stripe. Maybe I just haven't quite gotten over there yet. But this brand, Unsimply Stitched, hopefully this is in focus, is actually a brand I am well aware of. I actually have many of their socks. If you look back at one of my Instagram pictures a while ago, one of my outfit grids, there are some gray socks with little pink elephants, Unsimply Stitched. Can't go wrong with blue. 90% of my wardrobe is blue. So these guys look great. I already am familiar with the company and know I'm gonna like these. Moving right along to item number 2, blue tie. Now, in case you haven't noticed or picked up yet, that there are some blue things in here. So each box has its title, has a theme, and then you pick a color for that. So this is actually called the Mercer Box Blue. So it's gonna have a lot of blue carryover themes in it. So this is a slim fit tie from Weekend Casual. You guys can check out their logo image right there. I'm a big fan of slim ties. I don't wear ties a whole lot, but it is something recently, over the past couple months, I've been slowly starting to integrate more into my wardrobe. White and yellow diagonal lines in it. So this color blue, kind of light, it's springtime, you're getting ready to go into summer, so this will pair well with a lot of different things that are in season right now. So I think they also pay attention to seasonal items. And I can give you something that's, you know, flannel and plaid here in the middle of May. This actually is gonna look really good with my new J. Crew Ludlow khaki summer suit. Now this is something I'm super excited about. I've been looking at some pocket squares recently. I have started to try to wear my suits, my blazers a little bit more, and I look for something a little chesty flair. So this is something I probably would never have picked out on my own, but I think that is another great aspect about this box. This is gonna show you things, patterns, designs, companies, colors that maybe are a little outside of your element, but that's all about kind of growing. I'm gonna quote my man, Elliot Holtz here, all about becoming the strongest version of yourself, and you ain't gotta be picking up weight off the floor to be a stronger person. So stronger person's all about knowing your weaknesses, knowing your strengths, and broadening them horizons. Anyway, so pocket square. It's pretty floral-y. You can see right here the color. It's basically just a white linen cloth, I think, here, and it has the kind of pink flowers on there. So aren't I just great at describing things? I could be a sports commentator. And Johnson's got the ball, dribbling down the court. He passes to Briggs. Briggs got the ball. He lifts it in. He takes it to the hole. What do you think? ESPN, I'm coming for you. Next, we've got some shave cream from E-Shave. It looks like a little sample packet here. You could probably squeeze out a couple different uses out of this guy. This I may not use at all. I may just throw it in my travel bag, so if I'm traveling, I don't need to carry any shaving cream with me. It's a very good travel size, travel friendly, but I don't really shave that often anyway, so at most I'm shaving a couple times a week just to clean up my beard line. I will maybe straight razor clean shave once every couple months. Ain't nobody got time for that baby face. Know what I'm saying? All right, and lastly, we have from Stock and Barrel Company a little leather keychain accent. Again, something I probably would have never sought out, bought on my own, but it came with it. I said, you know what, Chase, it's about time to add some flair to your cane. So I have my fob here, my house key. I'm a minimalist. I ain't no janitor. I don't need 18,000 keys. But this came with the leather strip and the keyring band right here, and I think it's like pretty cool. I've noticed it makes things easier to get in and out of my pocket. So I reach in my pocket and I can just automatically feel for this. And you know what, throw it down on the table. It's all about this little accents, little ways you can accessorize. So let's get an up close look here. It's basically just some standard leather that has been folded over, white stitching right here, and it has the Stock and Barrel Company logo kind of thrown in the middle there. So it does kind of have a little flappy do, kind of like wizard sleeve, but it is pretty cool. I like it. It adds some pizzazz, some flair, some gusto to a keychain. And then last but not least, just some cards from the company like I showed you earlier. So it will show a picture of the tie there and information on the tie company. And this has also been a great way to advertise for the company. I've looked them up on Instagram, looked on their websites. I like a lot of the things that these other companies do and things that they offer. So I just spent 28 bucks. All right, gang, and to just wrap up, give you a little bit more up close and personal idea of each item I showed. These are the Unsimply Stitched socks, the Weekend Casual tie, and the pocket square. I didn't say the brand, but this company they're made by Madison Pears. So I never heard of this company, never heard of this company, but I do now, and that's the whole point. And eShave, the travel shave cream. It looks like it says it's just for all skin types. White tea, so I'm assuming this is gonna have a little bit of some tangle to it. Maybe it's got some beta alanine. Who knows? Shave with this. Skip your pre-workout. And then lastly, the Stock and Barrel. There we go. Stock and Barrel Company leather keychain accessory. Like I said, something I probably would have never sought out and bought on my own, but I got it. I like it. I'm gonna use it. So that is it. $28 hairs. Hope you like this video. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you don't. If you don't, just make me happy and say that you do it anyways. But I'm gonna down some protein, hit my pre-workout, and go hit up the gym. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna try out a couple other different monthly subscription services. Maybe not clothing, maybe not accessories, but this company, SprezzaBox, has really opened up my eyes to the possibility. And I really like the idea that it shows you different things, different companies, and ways you can just expand upon your own interests. So you don't have to buy a subscription service, you can buy just one box alone. And so I really like that aspect as well. So if you just wanna get one box, try it out. Or I signed up for 28 bucks a month. It's really not that big a deal. So it's all depending on you, your budget, your personal interest, but I like it. Let me know if you do too. And let me know if you'd be interested in some more of these kind of review style videos. So, all right, see you next time.